Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, Ola, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Morning, Castle. Come on. We got a very special sit and spin for you. Along with Mike Squires of Loaded and the Couch Riffs podcast fame, we've got 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers coming up on Sit and Spin. First time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
Jump right into the birthdays, guys. I'd like to wish my buddy Jay Ray a happy birthday. Can he get a Mike's Bitter Butter Batter thing? Thanks for making our world tolerable, guys. That from the construction Nazi.
Betty bought her some butter, but she said it's butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So just better. Betty bought her butter, bit of better butter.
Leroy Jenkins, bitches, it's that time of the year again. Would you kindly wish my wife Erica a very happy birthday? She still has an ass that can stop traffic. So feel free to talk all over yourselves about that again this year. I love you, baby. That from the Reverend Benoit.
Happy Chinooka.
Yeah, speaking
I'll tell you what, man, I might just have to know this person is because they're in this one woman. I don't care what I am doing. If I see that ass, it is like the sunset over the Grand Canyon.
Just love it.
Pacholas, 24 years ago, while serving in Japan for the Navy, our son Philip was born. He's a stud, a listener who quotes Thrill and the Ted daily at the dinner table as Mom just shakes her head. So how about an original fish sandwich and Coach Ted with some dating advice, maybe some pickup lines, and a happy Chinooka to you all. That from the dad.
Oregon fish sandwich. Happy Chinooka.
All right, I'd coach up on a lot. Picking up chicks. It's right up my alley. All right, let's start with some of the classics. Do you know why the weather's so bad today? No, why? God's angry. There's an angel's missing from heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Miles, are your legs tired?
Yeah, why?
Because you've been running through my mind all night.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you like to eat for breakfast in the morning?
Breakfast?
I like that shirt. It's very becoming on you.
Moving on.
Look out.
Ola dude, Today is my son Farron's 21st birthday. He could use some extra special encouragement today. You see, after battling leukemia for the last year and a half, he had a little setback this month. He had an infection that landed him in the hospital, and as a result, he had a portion of his lung removed last week. So due to visitor policy, the hospital, he is spending the day alone in the hospital on his birthday. So can Miles please give him some words of inspiration? Thanks, guys, for keeping us laughing on a daily basis. That from Rose at One Woman Spa in Tacoma. This is a tall order, but I think I can do it for you, Rose. And more importantly, for you, Farron. Farron, that sucks, first of all. And I'm sorry, due to visitor policy, that you're spending the day alone on your birthday in the hospital. But good news, you get a break from your mom for at least a day. No mom for a day. So just take that and realize that's the best birthday you could ever get. Oh, guys, I want to wish my beautiful wife, Chrissy, a very happy birthday. Can she please get a happy Chinooka and a Leroy Jenkins? You guys rock. That from Mark, Senior Chief of Thrills, Royal Navy.
Happy Chinooka.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Guys, a dirty German birthday shout out to my husband of 11 years, Dan. We are from Port Orchard, Washington.
Yeah. Port Orchard, Washington. Yeah, I like this. You've been married for 11 years. Well, this is an easy position to recreate. The 11 position. You simply face each other and stare.
Yeah, but it equals a good time.
Yeah.
It's the 11th.
That's when you're getting to it.
Yeah, it's the 11th position.
Actually, after you've been married 11 years, it's no longer the 11th, but it's the pause button.
But let's give a 50th birthday shout out to my buddy.
Just roll over on your side, huh?
To my buddy Billy Bobcat. How about the dirty Germans talking about Rangers in the Army? That from Sully Mack.
Yeah, I do not know much about these Rangers in the Army. I prefer the butt Rangers.
Yeah, it's the Army Rangers. That's actually a very impressive crew. So I want to say lead all the way. There's a man I watch. He's a famous Ranger. He talks about him all the time because he's away. Very high class.
Yeah, but is he a butt Ranger?
That's great.
What?
Because Navy has the SEALs.
Right.
Army has the Rangers.
Right. Yes.
Okay. And then I think the Marines, have first recon.
And what does Air Force have? Because they don't have Top Gun, right? Because that's Navy.
That's Navy.
Uh-huh. So what's your cool thing in the Air Force? What do you can say, man, I'm an Army Ranger, I'm a Green Beret. You go, damn, I'm a Navy SEAL. You go, holy hell.
You can't see the Air Force guys. They're hidden in the clouds.
Yeah, like what do you say if you're in Air Force? You know what?
We refuel in midair.
I'm a pilot. That's all you got to say.
Liquor and Horrors, Michelo's today's my dad Bob's 75th birthday, who happens to be a retired Navy veteran, a former bowler, and just got his first Pfizer shot today. Listen to the show whenever it's your guess or a Big Dummy Day. So how about a happy Chinooka and Coach Ted's input on the Mariners' current progress after a month into the season? Stay beautiful, bitches. That from the Sun Rainier.
Happy Chinooka.
Well, let's be honest. The Mariners look damn good. I was watching this past weekend, taking 3 out of 4 for Boston. 2. It's all right. You go back to Boston, you split the series. Now, with that said, schedule looks tough. You got Houston sitting there in front of you down there now. Got to play some Angels, this and that. Listen, here's the bottom line. Coach just hopes that the Mariners can keep this up. I just want to see late August, September baseball that matters in Seattle. The Mariners fans are dying for it.
Jesus, okay.
They make it to the playoffs. I am going to that game.
Damn right. Everyone is. Damn right. What are you talking about? People from, goddamn Greece would be like, I heard the Mariners are in the playoffs.
Never happened.
I know it's not a Greek accent. Kiss my ass, Mike. You can do better do it. But I'm telling you, the Mariners go to the play. People from around the world.
What was that? Danish?
It was Greek, and it sounded more like Dracula's dumb brother. I am from Greece. You're from Romania. I was close.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Yes, friends, it's time once again for Sit and Spin. Let's gather around the old radio and listen to some swellerific new music.
Oh, there he is, in the dungeon, in the basement, in the bottom of his parents' house. Ryan Castle.
My mom recently had me start paying rent, which has been unfortunate.
You're kidding me. It's finally time for you to take responsibility.
43 years old, and she's like, you know what? You're going to start pulling your weight around here, and it's going to start at $400 a month, which is insanity. I mean, those are
unreasonable terms,
piracy prices.
Did you want to share with everyone? I get this picture last night of a completed kitchen. Ryan Castle's kitchen is officially completed.
4 months later, it's all done. You know what I did last night? I sat on the floor in that new kitchen. This is no joke, and drank an entire bottle of champagne by myself.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. I thought you were going to say...
And just looked at stuff, which, you would think, God, he must have spent a long time. It doesn't take me very long to drink a bottle of champagne. It was probably about 20 minutes sitting on the floor.
Well, it's brand new. I wouldn't even want to eat there. I just want to order out. I mean, maybe I'll just leave it alone and not ruin anything.
I'm not even allowed in the kitchen.
We see that you've got Mike Squires with you today. Mike is also living in the basement of his parents' home. And Mike, can you hear us?
And either Mike has a dog or a dog is Mike Squires and he has a human.
I've got weird anatomy.
Hey, I like how the dog showed up right for the interview.
Oh, the dog's a ham, obviously. For real.
Dogs make an appearance anywhere and everywhere I do, basically.
Mike Squires.
So the reason
from Loaded, and also the Couch Riffs podcast, which, Mike, just so you know, has been some of the most entertaining stuff in the past year, this pandemic, by far, man.
It's
really
been great.
Really enjoy what you're doing, man.
Thank you so much.
Don't be so overwhelmed. The enthusiasm pouring out of you, it's palpable.
Do we tell you that this was the rock station and not the NPR radio station? Did they get the interviews confused?
No,
We're going to talk today about the Couch Riffs podcast.
I pour a lot into it, and I feel varying degrees of appreciation come back, and to hear you guys say such a thing means a lot, because obviously I grew up listening to KSW, and KSW means a lot to
Actually,
me.
I was saying that just because I got a free hat and a T-shirt. But,
I sent you guys a bunch of stuff.
How did this? The hats are pretty dope.
Man, the hats and the shirts, honestly, they're some of my favorite go-tos, man.
I gotta send you guys the new shirt design that is an exclusive. I don't even sell them. It's a knockoff of the Run DMC logo. It's great.
Oh, right on, man.
Well, that's why you can't sell them. Did this just hit you one night? Like, you know what? Why don't we try this?
I had been doing couch riffs for a while, but it started, the name couch riffs. It came because I would sit on the couch with someone and we'd play along to a backing track that I created. And that was really fun. I wanted it to be this sort of like, who are those guys? Who are the guys that made the movie with the public access television show?
Oh, Wayne's World.
Yeah. Wayne's World. I wanted it to be like a Wayne's World talk show, I'm on the couch, we play a song, and it's fun, and then we have a little conversation, and there you go. I never wanted to have a podcast. I never wanted to work that hard, but this is like 2 full-time jobs. It's insane, but it's a lot of fun. It keeps me busy. It's kept me very much out of trouble because I don't have time to cause any. And actually, the first one I did was a couple years ago, and it was only me and Jeff Routes, and we were getting ready for a Loaded show. It was like a benefit show down in South Seattle.
And so, I'm assuming when the pandemic hit, you still wanted to do this. You figured you could do it on Zoom, and you could still basically do the same thing that you were doing, just, you're not sitting on the same couch.
I wasn't sure what I was going to do. No one knew how long this was going to last.
It was going to be a few weeks, right?
Yeah, that's what we were hearing. Like, all right, everyone's going to stay inside for a couple weeks, and then the coast is clear. When the gopher sticks his head out of the ground and
he started coughing.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you have people reaching out to you to be a part of this now that it's been going on, as long as it's been going on?
People have been reaching out to me to do this for 3 years.
Finally.
Unfortunately, it's one of my least favorite things because
other than telling people you have a podcast.
Problem to have, but usually, like Dave Grohl's not calling me,
right?
And
probably because he heard you didn't want to do it, so he's like, "I'm not going to bug him."
Mm-hmm. Well, today on Sit and Spin, we have 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers for your listening pleasure.
Number 10.
Who are the artists involved in this particular song?
So this song is "Things Can Only Get Better" by Howard Jones, of course.
Yeah.
You guys remember MTV when they played videos? This was all
vaguely.
He's a youngin'.
Yeah, Howard Jones, in my mind, a little bit underrated there. I like some Howard Jones.
This is a great song.
Absolutely. And who
else playing on this, Mike?
So, on vocals is Katie Cole. Katie Cole has done, she's a solo artist. She's down in Nashville. She's great as an independent. She also is in Smashing Pumpkins, played for Glenn Campbell.
Okay.
She's incredible.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
She's like an overachiever, and she's incredible. Then Clint Lowry of Seven Dust on guitar.
Yeah. That's what I said when I said an eclectic group of people doing an unexpected song.
And then Dylan Wissing is on drums. And Dylan is like a session drummer who's played on like Kanye, Jay-Z, Eminem, Drake.
Jesus.
Basically, he's like the go-to guy.
And now Couch Riffs.
Wow.
You finally made it. You finally made it.
Mike Squires is joining us for Sit and Spin. These are 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers.
Number 9.
The jam is When Will I Be Loved? Who's on this one, Mike?
This is Charlie Starr of Blackberry Smoke on vocals and guitar. Keith Nelson of Buck Cherry on guitar and background vocals.
They stole my bass once.
Yeah.
It's a long story.
My brother Jeff Rouse from Loaded and Gemini Affair on
Good man.
this guy Matt Muckle, who's just like has one of the deepest pocket grooves of any drummer I've ever heard. He's in Pittsburgh. He's on the drums. I play the acoustic guitar on this one. I always take the backing seat.
Right. Little Linda Ronstadt.
And you went, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to do Linda Ronstadt.
That's it.
Everybody went.
She's not easy to cover. These are 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers.
Number 8.
Every time you go.
Oh, word. It's an 80s weekend.
On Star.
All 80s, all weekend.
You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Who's
the bar is closing.
Last call. Mike, who's covering the Paul Young?
Frank Ferrer on drums. Frank from Guns N' Roses. On the vocals is a young country sort of singer named J.B. Strauss. He's from Georgia. I think he's living in Nashville now. And shout out to him. He he and his wife just had a baby.
Oh, congrats.
Nice.
Congratulations to him.
Mike Squires is joining us for Sit and Spin. These are 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers.
7.
I got them all.
7.
This is one of my favorites. Like, of course, Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls.
I
Not
use
originally
this
done by
as
Daryl Hall or John Oates.
I use this as white noise when I can't go to sleep. Kids love it. They have sweet dreams. Let me just put this on for you. You lay down
But,
now.
you know, we talk about unexpected roles for people. Who's singing Metallica on this one, Mike?
That's Aaron Bruno of AWOL Nation. This was the first video that I created.
That's pretty cool.
He knocked it out of the park. He was dynamite. My former bandmate Isaac Carpenter, Northwest guy from the Tri-Cities, formerly of Loudermilk and Loaded.
Yeah.
He's also in AWOL Nation now. And then Jack Bates and Jeff Schroeder of Smashing Pumpkins played the other roles.
Geez, very cool.
And it was great.
These are 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers. We made it to number 6.
Number 6.
What I need is a coincidence, 'cause
I don't know who she is, but I want to have sex with her. I mean, it's that easy. And if you tell me it's
Mike,
a
I feel
dude,
like this
it's
is
going to
the
be
first
awkward.
I feel like this is the first one you turned me on to. Was this one of the first one of these videos that you did?
This is where it all began. Yes, this is
March of last year. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure when it came. My time is all off, fellas.
It's a human construct.
It's not real, guys. So send me all your money. It's not real either.
Who's playing on that one, Mike?
On this track is Oscar Hogdahl and Brendan Etheridge of the greatest Queen tribute band ever on drums and keys. I play the ukulele bass. And my bandmate Deja, who's also from the Northwest, Deja Colantuono, she sang this one, and righteously, she crushed it.
Yeah. Did you say ukulele bass?
I played the ukulele bass, baby.
Jesus Christ. I can't, look, I play bass and I hate the ukulele. I can't make this work in my brain.
You can do that with the new originals. 10 Couch Riffs quarantine covers. We've made it to 5.
5. Number 5.
That girl is.
Oh, yes.
Never trust a big boy.
Oh yeah, baby.
Who is scratching in the back,
This
man?
is my jam.
You got to have the new Jack swing. You got to. I was swinging for the fence, man. And the video for this one is really funny. Unfortunately, it will go down as one of the least popular ones because there's no mega famous people in it. But I think it's one of the best episodes because there's a lot of visual action. And the song is dynamite.
It is
such a great song. Mike Squires walking in the country in a cornfield down a road singing into a tape recorder.
That road runs parallel to my
10 Couch Riff quarantine covers on Sit and Spin. We made it to 4.
Number 4. Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live?
But correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, but the drummer from Clutch plays on this one, right?
That's correct.
That's a natural progression.
I just love the drummer from Clutch playing on Bobby Brown's My Prerogative. It's perfect.
And he was so into it. He's like a guy who really studies.
He's brilliant.
And rhythm. He's brilliant. Incredible drummer. And he was like, I really appreciate the opportunity to study this song.
Something tells me Bobby Brown didn't put that much effort into it.
Also on the song, to note, is Kyle Shutt from The Sword on guitar.
Oh, yeah.
I played bass, and Christian Bush of Sugarland plays mandolin and sings the country.
That's right. Mandolin in this song.
10 couch riffs, quarantine covers. We made it to 3.
Number 3. Cause you're a shining star.
Oh, yeah.
Shining bright to see what you can truly be.
You probably recognize that voice. That's our pal, Miles Kennedy from Alter Bridge.
Just own it.
And Slash's band. I mean, what a talent. What a cool dude. What a great talent. What an awesome voice.
And it's such a humble, remarkably nice guy. It's almost annoying.
Mike, I got to ask you, do you go to Miles Kennedy and say, here's what I was thinking, or do those guys come to you and say, hey, man, why don't we cover Earth, Wind, and Fire?
This is an episode that has been in the works for 2 years, with no exaggeration. You know, I talked to him about it when they were on tour last. I guess that was 2.5 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
I went down, saw them play. I was like, yeah, man, you know, I'd really want to have you on the podcast and really want to get you on a song. And he was like, let's do something funky. Like, let's do something cool. And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
But this one took a long time because those are not, I know you can't tell in Radioland, but those are real horns.
Damn.
Yeah, there's like 6 people playing at home.
Just like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
And you know, Kathy Moore, also from the Northwest, she's on rhythm guitar. Dennis Leaflang, who's a studio musician, played with Bumblefoot. He's on the drums. I just I'm holding on for dear life with the funky bass, and it came together, man. And it's that has been my most viewed video, and it makes me really happy.
That's awesome. These are 10 couch riffs, quarantine covers. We've made it to number 2.
Number 2.
Castle made it a point to jam this one on the station many times. He's like, I like this, so I'm playing
this quite
it.
a bit. This last year, I think it was the perfect song at the perfect time, and you guys did such a great job on it. And it's so much fun. It really was my favorite thing going into last summer. When all hope seemed to be lost. Here's William Duvall singing about "Young Hearts Be Free Tonight," and just killing Rod Stewart. I mean, just killing it.
Crushing it.
Yeah.
Talk about a sweet, down-to-earth guy. He's like one of the best dudes also.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Miles and I make him nervous. That's always the sense I got. He's kind of smiling and looking at us like, what the?
That's because Miles always chasing him through the Atlanta airport.
That's right. Hey!
This is the episode where it all actually kind of began. Like, this is the one that really got the ball rolling, because Criminal came out, but nobody really cared. I mean, some people saw it.
Yeah.
But this one kind of put me on the map. It's got Ronnie Vannucci from The Killers on the drums, John Skibick from Afghan Wigs on guitar, who also owned it.
Love
Mark Watrous, also a Northwest guy down in Nashville.
From Dragged Under, yeah?
No, that's Fluff. He's
Fluff.
Guy. He's like a very popular YouTube guitar guy and has a band Dragged Under that's killer also. Mark Watrous was in Louder Milk and is in the Shins and Raconteurs.
Oh, nice.
Immensely talented guy.
Mike Squire is joining us today.
If I didn't say thank you to Don Gunn, who mixes all my audio, because I would be lost if I had to do this.
Yeah, you better thank his ass.
These are 10 couch riff quarantine covers,
right.
and we have made it to number 1.
Number 1. I was a sailor. I was born upon the tide. And with
Highwayman, and you've got Duff there, of course. Help me out. Ben Gibbard is on this one.
Modest Mouse, Mark Lanigan.
Lanigan is Johnny Cash, which is like maybe the most perfect pairing ever.
Yeah, that was a no-brainer. It was decided before I picked the song.
So you can see all of these on the Couch Riff's YouTube page. And, the reason we wanted to have Mike on today, besides to hear all these great quarantine covers, is he's been working with a charity called Roadie Relief, and you can find them at roadierelief.org. They're raising funds for roadies, obviously, who have been out of work for the last year. Mike, tell us a little bit about it before we let you run.
Roadie Relief is an organization that does what it sounds like they do. They take care of people who take care of live music. And that's, every aspect, right? So anywhere music is happening, there are twice as many people or more off stage making things happen as there are on stage entertaining you. And these are immensely important people. And they need to be taken care of, because when this stuff passes by and we're getting back to normal, if those folks are like, well, I can't survive without moving on also, things are going to be pretty rough.
Sure.
For live music.
No, it's a great charity, man. It's a great cause for sure.
And how can people go and help you out on that, Mike? Is there a website they can go to?
roadierelief.org. Now they have an auction going on. There are a number of guitars there. There's a Tommy Thayer signed guitar. There's a guitar signed by Ghost. There's a guitar built by an independent luthier down in San Diego named Justin Motander Jones.
They put a Taylor Hawkins drum sets are up there right now.
Damn.
Okay. I mean, if you got a couple extra bucks.
That's right.
Mike Squires.
Guitar built and
go ahead, man.
Oh, I used it in a video that I'm creating, which is more spectacular than any Couch Riff video that I've built before. It is longer, it is denser, it is more musically complex, and it has more people. Unfortunately, these things take a lot of time, and it didn't make it on time to promote the auction, which I should note ends tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. All right, get on it.
So if you wanna get one of these things in your house, this Taylor Hawkins drum kit, or this Ghost guitar, or this guitar that I used in the video, get your butt over there to roadierelief.org and support a good cause and win some booty.
Mike Squires from Loaded and Couch Riff, thank you so much, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Great talking to you, Ryan. Yeah, man. Can't wait to come over and get a brand new meal from the kitchen.
On the floor.
You better hurry. The Porta John's not going to be here much longer.
That's right. Thank you so much, brother. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.
99.9 KISW. Yeah! You're in the men's room.
Coming up in minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check-in with Mike Hawk. Some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a former NFL player who's now in his 80s was just busted in New York trying to sell 5 kilos of cocaine.
Damn.
In his 80s?
In his 80s.
He's still partying.
No, I think he's bringing the party these days.
Buy my blow!
Or he's been doing it for that long.
I think the cops overheard him.
Right, or like he's just been moving coke that long that he never thought he'd get caught.
He's in great shape. Look how skinny he is.
A bank robber in Florida was arrested after he actually sat there waiting at the teller window waiting for his money.
Why do you not think they've contacted the cops?
Right.
Just hang on 1 minute.
They make all these movies about bank robberies, and they're kind of fun to watch, knowing that it will never actually go that way at all. Trust me, they know who you are. They've hit the alarm already as soon as you pop through there, man.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what I read, basically. The one teller was like, yeah, hang on. And I guess there's a certain look or signal they give the other teller. So the other teller, of course, hits the alarm.
Sure.
And they just hang on. Let's get that money for you.
That's why dumb people do not make good criminals.
No.
The smart ones you never hear about.
Bad news for anyone touring the beaches of Northern California. A new study found there were ticks everywhere on all those beaches.
Northern California, huh?
Northern California.
Where the girls are warm and so are the ticks.
The ticks are on the beaches.
Big Sur. That's where I got Lyme disease.
Awesome. Yeah, great weekend.
Never forget it.
The mansion that belonged to the founder of Pornhub in Montreal burned down.
Wait, what happened now?
The mansion that belonged to the founder of Pornhub in Montreal burned down.
It was under construction, and I believe he owes some bills.
So inside job.
The one article I read was kind of like, did that conveniently burn down?
They're suspecting arson.
If your home burning to the ground proves to be a benefit to you, they're going to investigate.
Right.
Yeah. What category is that?
Fraud.
Yeah, the fraud category.
Oh, man, I could watch fraud videos all day. What?
Pornhub, man.
Yeah, it's
category. Gotcha. My bad.
Whatever you're
Sorry.
into, they got it.
You don't ever click on fraud?
No, I have not. I've not explored.
Oh, you got to hit fraud,
the
bro.
fraud.
Whatever you thought you were into, you're going to like this.
You thought something else, then unexpected penis.
Yeah. Fraud.
I go deep on fraud. Sometimes I just watch when they have the opening ceremonies, the opening arguments of the court case.
Opening ceremony.
The opening ceremonies of the fraud category. Alrighty. A racing dog in New Zealand was disqualified after she won a race and tested positive for meth.
Meth or coke, typical.
Yeah. All
Always,
the dogs.
always. Yeah.
It's insane.
All the dogs are on it.
That's kind of commonplace.
That's why they're so skinny.
Well, the craziest thing is, they should also, he got in trouble, the dog, but also, how about an award? You ever seen another dog smoke a meth pipe?
Yeah.
He lighted up himself.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the dog didn't have anything to do with it. He just had a water bottle full of what else was in there.
Yeah, he just likes that water more than other water. He just won't drink tap.
I don't see the dog has nothing to do with it.
Working that glass pipe.
So he's like, hey, man, I need some meth. I want to win this one.
Let me ask you something. Is your dog wearing a tank top?
Oh, no.
First dog I've ever seen with just half its teeth.
I think your dog's eating something, man. He keeps chewing.
Where does your dog sleep?
I don't.
I wonder if that makes those dogs bark. Because nothing will make a greyhound bark, right?
Sure.
So if you give him some meth, you know what, hell with it, man.
I'm going to guess no.
I'm breaking the rules. Greyhound's going to bark for a change.
He'd have been busted sooner, I think.
Does your dog have fleas? He's scratching an awful lot.
Right. Eating an imaginary sandwich.
Your dog just stole my goddamn wallet.
Chewing his gums.
Why does he have a room at a motel in 99?
I think I saw your dog with a prostitute.
Right. What's his name? Rocky. Oh. 2 Russian tourists are wanted in Indonesia for filming a pornographic film on a sacred volcano and putting it up on Pornhub.
You're not going to get them. You think Russia's going to be like, yeah, we're going to...
Hey, that's the curse. That's why his mansion burned down in Montreal. Because it's a sacred mountain.
That's
and they
right.
filmed a video for Pornhub. There you go.
They can face up to 2 years. No, more than 2 years in prison if they're caught.
So don't go to Indonesia.
That's right. You're done going into Indonesia there. There's a discussion on Reddit right now where millennials are sharing the, quote, most middle-aged thing they recently caught themselves saying. So Ted, being a man who has just turned 40, it is now time to put you through the ringer here.
All right.
What would you say is the most middle-aged thing that you have found yourself saying? Let's start with you two.
I don't know. Probably something about sleep or planning ahead.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
I mean, inevitably, it's something with the kids.
Sure.
They remind you you're old because you start saying things your parents said.
Because I said so.
Right.
Gotcha. That's what I go with. I slept wrong.
So these are the most middle-aged things that people that millennials find themselves saying. Number 8, I was venting to a coworker about the noisy people living next to me, and I actually said the words, damn teenagers and their Bluetooth machines.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. When you have machines, it makes it so much worse.
With the Bluetooths.
It's also crazy that, as loud as you think you are, I don't know how to explain it. It's just I saw one of my neighbors the other day. I was like, hey, sorry about a couple weeks ago. He's like, are you kidding? I haven't heard a sound out of your place.
Then turn it up.
Dang it. Yeah.
We're all wearing headphones.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. The most middle-aged things that millennials are finding themselves saying. Number 7, I can't have caffeine or I'll never get to sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And they said that at 1 p.m.
Yeah, that's when it's bad.
I've never had that problem.
Shouldn't have that caffeine. No,
Actually,
neither have I.
This doesn't cut through.
I realized my middle-age thing. We're going to watch something on TV. Wait, let me get my glasses.
Oh, no.
'Cause I can't see anything on this goddamn TV from my glasses.
Or how long is it? Am I going to be up that long? Should I start this?
It is 9:30. How long's the movie?
Or
2 hours.
I should really eat some vegetables.
Yeah, that's a big one. I need to drink water. Most middle-aged things millennials find themselves saying. Number 6, you want to go out for dinner? I can't. I have chicken in the fridge that I have to cook before it goes bad.
Hey, good. Yeah. Why buy the food if you're not going to eat it?
That's right. Chicken can get expensive. You need to cook that thing, man.
If you're gonna, don't buy food if you're not going to eat it.
That's
but
right.
people do. I mean, that's the American way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Most middle-aged things millennials find themselves saying. Number 5, at Home Depot, I said, oh, yeah, that's some good lumber.
That's pretty good.
I definitely like the smell of that aisle.
It's a great aisle.
I don't need lumber, but
You find yourself
great.
grabbing a 2x4 and
Sure.
then putting it up on its side, looking at it like, oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll build a fence in my living room.
Look at that thing, straight as an arrow. It's going to go in nice. Most middle-aged things that millennials find themselves saying. Number 4, I haven't had a drink in 6 months. Maybe? I'm not sober or anything. It's just that alcohol makes me sleepy.
I have never said that.
Yeah, that's fair. That doesn't really qualify in this room.
That applies to no one.
I have gotten to the point where it's like, you know what? I probably should switch drinks because it's starting to give me tummy aches.
Yeah, I've done that. I want to keep drinking.
Right.
I just got to stop drinking that.
Just giving me heartburn, man. I got to switch to beer.
Oh, here's one. That was my last Tums.
That was my last Tums.
Oh, it's a horrible moment.
Oh, damn it.
It's like running out of toilet paper.
Honey, do we have Pedialyte? It's a lifesaver, man.
I was thinking it's Tums, and then I think almost every major holiday, even if it was just like 4th of July, like, you know, I'm going to eat a lot of food and drink a lot. I should get some Pepto for tomorrow.
I'm planning ahead.
Like, I'm already planning on waking up at 3:30 in the morning and be like, why did I do it?
Do you get the Costco ibuprofens?
I get the knockoff ones. They're not Costco, though.
All right, just the big tub of them. Middle-aged things that millennials find themselves saying. Number 3, had a riveting conversation with some friends about the best office chairs for lumbar support. Oh, no. That's fair, though. I think that we all have our favorite chair, don't we? Maybe not here in the office, but...
No, people do. When they offered people the standing desk, you know, you can go up and down.
yeah.
It was amazing. To me, I'm like, it's one of goddamn desks. I'll sit down. But other people, I'm going to stretch out my back. And I realized, like, oh, you're in that position. Or
like
sitting
2
on
months
the
later,
big medicine ball or whatever.
Standing up at work, not as good as people think.
Right.
No. Also like never mind.
I will say, I like these chairs. Even though I don't use them during the show. I'm
So
happy
you
when
stand
I sit.
through the chair. It's a show.
Well,
yeah.
I sit during the commercials.
They're a little rigid for me. I need a little bit more cush.
Oh, I like them.
Yeah? How you doing, Miles?
I'm doing great.
I like these
sitting in my relaxing chair.
It'd be nice if we had one of those in our homes, Mike.
Oh, exactly.
No one will know.
Yeah.
It's good. We'll take any of theirs. No one's been there for a year. Like, we can keep these in this studio.
This is a really nice office chair.
I'm going to start putting pictures of my family and other people's frames on their desk. So when they finally come back to work, like, what the hell?
These are the most middle-aged things millennials are finding themselves saying. Number 2, they just don't make them like they used to.
Yeah.
About good wood dressers.
Nah, they're right.
Wow.
All right.
That was specific.
That was very specific.
It was.
It's a real thing. And if you buy something that's quality, right, you probably have to spend extra. And then everything else, generally speaking, that's available is just garbage by comparison. And
Sure.
you go, God damn, either we spend a fortune because this dresser that looks like it's made out of wood is actually made out of wood.
Right.
As opposed to this one that kind of looks like it's made out of wood and it's not. But that's 90% of it.
And you know that when you move.
We are at a point in our lives where we are continuing to furnish the new apartment. We're trying to get some new stuff in there, right? And every time that we need a new piece of furniture, the lady always says, let's go to IKEA. And I'm thinking, why the hell are we going to IKEA? Let's go to some place where they're going to make it good, sturdy, it's going to last a while.
I mean, look, and that, to me, that's the beauty of IKEA is like if you sell the transient lifestyle, right? You're young, you're waiting on your career, whatever.
Yeah.
You're not going to find anything better for your buck.
And there's nothing wrong with IKEA.
No, but once I started having kids, I'm like, my kids break IKEA like it's made out of Legos. Right? And I get it. It's particle board. It serves its purpose. It's fine stuff. But when you get to a certain point in your life, like, this can't hold up, man.
No, man.
It's like wearing tissue paper for pants. It's a bad idea.
And this is the number 1 middle-aged thing that millennials that are turning 40 find themselves saying. Calling that 21-year-old guy a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do that. Guilty.
It happens
Guilty.
in
Yeah, I'm
sports,
guilty.
especially.
I started doing
Me too.
that basically with the NFL about 2 or 3 years ago.
You can't have, what is this kid? I'm like,
Man,
this is a grown-ass,
Right.
6'5", 300-pound man that beat your ass to call him
right.
a kid, but in your mind, you're like, man, they expect too much of these kids.
This kid's going to go far,
it's
man.
not the physical attributes. I
No.
just remember where my mind was.
Yeah.
At 21 years old. So
Right.
You might be 6'8" and weigh 310 pounds, be the best offensive tackle in all the NFL football, but I still know in your head you are a 21-year-old kid. And I didn't become like an adult until I was like 30.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So like, there's no way.
I think a lot of sports fans should remember that.
I know.
Yeah.
But again,
A lot of them are in their 20s.
Yeah,
You're
when people get in
saying it
trouble,
right.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
honest
it's
to God, like, what?
Yeah.
I think about what I was doing then. I'm like,
give me $1 million.
Yeah,
at that
that's
age.
the difference.
These guys don't do any. You can get mad at them about whatever. I'm like, look, I don't know how you rolled at that age, but if I had their money, brother, these guys would be nursery school, bro. They're not doing anything. They're being stupid. So what?
I first got the sinking feeling of getting old when I was looking at Richard Sherman. I remember it was specifically Richard Sherman because as I was growing up, NFL players, they're
Bigger than life.
Exactly. But I look at Richard Sherman, he's 2 years older than I am. I could have been in the same doggone high school as he was at the same time. Like, this is not okay.
The one that kills me is Tom Brady. So I'm like, this dude is so old. But like, dude, he's 10 years younger.
Yeah, but
than
you
me.
could
I'm like, God damn it.
You could have got into Stanford. That's a difference.
That's where he's separated.
Yeah, exactly.
A woman in Wisconsin is filing a lawsuit against Bagel Bites, and you'll never guess what her grievance is.
What is it?
Tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This, 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?